Hello and welcome to the race once again. As ever, I will be racing the PC version of F122 on a difficulty setting of 50 against the AI on a 25% race distance, which is 18 laps on this circuit. And this circuit is the Hungaroring, the famous and long-running Hungaroring in Budapest, Hungary. I wasn't used to this circuit, so I've actually been doing some practice runs just to try and get to grips with all the twists. And I should know the circuit very well simply by watching it on TV every year since 1986. But there's only a few of the corners that I really recognise from watching on TV. But anyway, I've done a few practice laps now and I managed to qualify 11th on the grid. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully I don't have cars right behind me the whole race, especially Magnussen. Don't want him right behind me, otherwise I'll end up in the gravel trap. So there's Ocon. Maybe I can get him at the start. He's immediately in front of me. I'm in the Mercedes, racing as Lewis Hamilton, in honour of the fact that, we've just had the Hungarian Grand Prix, and also Hamilton always does really well at the Hungaroring. 8 wins. He was second, of course, in this year's race. So that's why I'm racing as Hamilton. Right, let's go. Okay. As ever, the start is going to be particularly tricky. Into the first corner. Don't throw myself up the inside because I'll just get trapped. I'll just get trapped if I go in there too heavily. God dear. I'm in 8th place though. Oh no, 9th place maybe. Oh, don't smash into anyone. That's Norris. Oh, cut the corner there a little bit. But you have to take, that's the one corner on this circuit that you have to take flat out. If you don't take it flat out, you're not going to be anywhere in the race. And there's another corner where you don't take it flat out, but you can go through it without lifting. Is it this one here, I think? Sorry, you lift, but you don't brake through that one. Come on. It's actually a very short circuit, isn't it? One of the shortest on the circuit in the year. But it gives the impression, because there's about 500 corners, it gives the impression of being a really long circuit. I did get past Ocon at the start. Take it easy, take it easy. So I haven't properly memorised this circuit yet. Sort of, but not fully. I think this is where Mansell got past Senna, just here, in 1989. Okay, this one I can just lift, no need to brake. All the other corners, there are no real super sharp corners. They're all ones that you just have to sort of like back off a little bit and just maybe feather the brake a little bit. This one's quite a sharp one, I suppose, but it's a slow one as well. And the last one, you've got to make sure you don't hit that wall there, which I did do earlier on during practice. Got a big gap behind me now, 2.5 seconds to Ricciardo. But I think Ocon was holding up Ricciardo and everybody else behind me. Ricciardo seems to have got past now. Ocon seems to have disappeared. And I've got Bottas in front of me. Speaking of people disappearing, he's disappeared from this year's World Championship, hasn't he, Bottas? He was there for the first 6 or 7 races. I've not seen him since. I wonder if he'll retire at the end of this season as well as Vettel. Now, what is going on with Alonso moving to Aston Martin? I think he's just messing about, isn't he? He's just having fun. Famous name, Aston Martin. He wants it on his record of having raced with them, but obviously they're not as good as Alpine. This year, maybe he thinks they will be next year. At 41, he can't really build for the future, can he? So I think he's just messing about, having fun. He's not necessarily looking to win races. He's just having a bit of fun at the end of his career. And why not? Okay, so what lap are we on? Lap 4. Got pit stop to come at some point. Holding 9th place quite well at the moment. Don't want to get too complacent, but it is difficult to overtake here. I remember 1990, Thierry Boutsen somehow qualified on pole position. Oh my word, Ricciardo. Oh dear, I was distracted. I was too busy chatting, you see, too busy chatting. Now I've got Ricciardo right behind me. Too scared to look. I'll get back to Boutsen in a moment. Oh, he's dropped back. I don't think that's to do with my speed. I think that's to do with him having to back off for fear of running into the back of me. Oh, gone wide there, gone wide there. Gone wide there as well. Ricciardo's going to be on me again. Or maybe not. Yeah, so 1990. Thierry Boutsen. Oh, come on. I'll get around to finishing my sentence in a minute. Don't back off through this corner. Now, it was this one, I think, where he suddenly closed up on me massively. Last time around, I got that corner better there. He still closed right up on me, though. Am I doing that corner too slow, maybe? Maybe I am doing it too slow. Oh, that's a tough chicane. Painful on your back, that one. That's one, no brakes, just lift off. And then just feather the brakes. Get all the corners from now on, which are more like bends. Apart from this one. He's right there. God dear. Thing is, if he gets past, I think there's a few of them that are going to get past. Let's do a flashback. There we go. That's not Magnussen, is it? Behind Ricciardo? I hope not. So around there, I remember Hamilton getting past Rosberg there in 2015, was it, or 2016? And I think there is where Mansell got past Senna, I think. Okay. Confirm exit. Don't want to confirm exit, do we? No. Have I forgotten how to... oh, yeah. Exit photo mode. Okay. Right, so let's get back then. Here we are. Sorry about that. Bit of a mess there. Oh, and it's distracted me, look. And Ricciardo's gone through. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, God, dear. It is Magnussen. I won't do a flashback this time. Right, I'm going to get Ricciardo, because he only got past me because I did the flashback and I lost my concentration. God, can't believe I've got Magnussen behind me, of all people. Of all people, I've got Magnussen there. He punted me off a couple of races ago. Can't remember what circuit I was at. I think it was Silverstone. Yeah, Silverstone. A couple of races ago. Yeah, so Thierry Boutsen in 1990. Somehow he got on pole position in his Williams. And he basically went 77 laps with 5 or 6 cars right behind him. Senna, the one immediately behind him. And none of them could get past. They were all quicker than Boutsen, and it was just a train of 6 cars, including Boutsen, I think it was. Both McLarens were in there. I assume both Ferraris were in there. And no one could get past Boutsen in his Williams. And that made a bit of a mockery of the circuit. I mean, it's always been known for being tight and twisty. Although I have to say, in more recent years, there have been a lot more exciting races held here. Hamilton and Rosberg in that race in 2015 or 16 or 14. I think it was 2014, actually. They had a good old battle. So, of late, there have been more interesting battles at the Hungaroring. So it's not criticised as much as it used to be, but it used to be really heavily criticised. People used to say at least Monaco has the atmosphere. You know, it's just as bad as Monaco for overtaking, but at least Monaco has atmosphere. But Hungary has survived all of that criticism and has managed to hold a race. Every year since and including 1986. Which is the second longest run of any circuit, continual run, behind Monza, which has held a Grand Prix every year since 1981. It missed 1980, otherwise it would have been every year since 1950. And Silverstone, I think, is in third place because that's held... I mean, yes, it's held many races going back to 1950, but continual races since 1987. Every British Grand Prix since 1987. Right, I've lost sight of Ricciardo. In 7th place due to cars pitting. Now, am I going to pit? Shall I pit at some point? I am going to have a pit stop. Maybe I should have one now. Why not? Get out of the way. Okay, here we go. Now I've got to press the A button there. Now, turn in optimal. Very good. Okay. Ooh, unsafe release? Hope not. Falling nicely down the field there. Pit stop done. Got a car right behind me, alongside me. Guan Yu. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, have I got Magnussen right behind me again? I have. I've got Magnussen right behind me. I'm definitely going to do a flashback. If he crashes into me, I'm going to do a flashback and I'm going to send it to the FIA. He got away with it at Silverstone. He's not going to take me out again. This is the halfway point in the race. If I can keep sight of Guan Yu, I can. I want to keep a car in front of me. Gives me a little bit of extra help going into the corners. I think I've had my overtake on the first 9 laps of the race, so let's take that off now. I mean, it was on 0, I think, the battery power, but I need to charge it up for when I do need it. Look at that, see? It really does help when you've got a car in front of you. You can just trust they're not going to make any mistakes. And I think the cars in this game do occasionally make mistakes. But you can be pretty assured that they're not going to. Probably not going to. So you can just focus on that car and judge your braking and accelerating from that. And that's how I'm able to close. But if I got past Guan Yu, I would immediately be slower, because I wouldn't have that frame of reference in front of me. Oh dear. I'm going to get him. I'm definitely going to get him. DRS. Got to get him up here, haven't I? No. Oh dear, look at that. Oh my word. Okay. That catches me out every time, that corner. Oh, I think I've just been tagged. Was I just tagged by Magnussen? I was, wasn't I? Well, he's trying to come up the inside. I've got to do a flashback. There we go, look. Does this show him tapping me? No, it's after he tapped me. God, dear. That's an interesting shot. Okay. Now, what part of the circuit am I on? Oh yeah, this part. God, dear, Magnussen. I was trying to get rid of Magnussen being behind me. Oh, is he being passed by Vettel? I think he is. That's good. I respect Vettel, 4-time champion. He only takes you out if he's battling for you in the championship. And he's not battling for me in any championship, so he won't take me out. course, the best Hungarian Grand Prix, as I've mentioned in other videos, 1989. Unbelievable. Mansell, 12th on the grid, wins the race for Ferrari, overtaking Senna with about, how many laps there were to go, maybe 10 laps to go. The Onyx of Stefan Johansson got in the way of Senna. Senna had to lift. Oh, I did that corner well that time. And Mansell quickly jinked to the side, got past Senna. And for some strange reason, Mansell's car did not retire from that race. So he cruised the last 10 laps and won by about 20 seconds in the end, I think. Fantastic race that was. I did put it up on another YouTube channel I've got. I don't use the YouTube channel much. It's called Battalion Flak, but there's not very many videos on it. But I did put it up on there, the recording that I did on VHS back in 1989 off the TV. But I was ordered to take it down, unfortunately. Or actually it was, yeah, the taking down was done for me. I don't think Formula One management were too happy, apparently. But I felt quite proud. Oh, look at that. So they do make mistakes. Guan Yu spins. I don't remember seeing that in F1 21, and I don't think it's in the settings that you can do that. So Gasly now. I've had lots of battles with Gasly's in previous races. Lots of battles with Gasly. Oh dear, made a mess of that, and that's why Gasly is virtually inside me. God dear. You want to focus on your racing line, but at the same time you have to try not to drive into the car that's trying to overtake you on the inside. Well, that's quite well around there. Did that quite well. Lots of cars up behind me though. I'm doing a real Thierry Boutsen here. I have to say, even though it was a bit ridiculous, Thierry Boutsen just trailing around really slowly, leading them home, that would have taken immense concentration on Thierry's part to hold off Senna and all the cars behind him for 77 laps. That would have been extremely difficult. Oh, he's alongside, I assume my hand going up in the air means it wasn't me. This is very, very tight. If one gets past, they'll all get past. I'm in 11th place, the position I started. Yeah, this is really making me sympathise with Thierry Boutsen all the more so now in that race. And he was holding on for the win. He didn't win many races in his career, only 3, I think. Were they all in a Williams? I think they might have all been in a Williams. But I think he was at his best in his Benetton days, Thierry Boutsen. I once got an expensive framed photo of Thierry Boutsen with film cells around the outside of it from different parts of his career. However, the film cells were of Nigel Mansell, right? And in fact, that is what the actual picture should have been. It was presented to me by my girlfriend at the time, and as being quite an expensive photo, and it's supposed to be of Nigel Mansell in his Williams. Instead, it was Thierry Boutsen in the '89 Williams, which I recognised straight away as being Thierry Boutsen. I don't know why we didn't send it back, but instead I spent Christmas Day replacing carefully taking it apart and replacing the picture in the middle with a picture I had had cut out of a magazine of Nigel Mansell, and it's still on my wall now, some 20 years later. But whoever did that, manufactured that picture, God dear, Thierry Boutsen in a Williams, and it's sold as being Nigel Mansell. I suspect there are lots of people that didn't even notice it wasn't Mansell. But as much as I respected Thierry Boutsen, I don't want him on the wall. I wanted Nigel Mansell on the wall. Okay, come on. God, this second half of this race has gone by very quickly, and that's because it's been a bit desperate. Have I actually overtaken anybody apart from a spinning Guan Yu? I don't think I've overtaken anyone apart from the start. But I still feel like it's been quite impressive because I've been holding up a lot of cars. Two laps left. I've got Magnussen up behind me again now. Maybe Gasly has deliberately released Magnussen in order to take me out. They know that Magnussen will just drive into the back of me, so Gasly has just basically fired a harpoon at me. Let's see if I can dodge that heat-seeking missile behind me. Come on. No, don't brake here. Don't brake here. That's it. Oh dear, that corner, they always close up. Whatever driver it is behind me always closes up massively on that corner. And I've got to do that corner one more time. I thought I did that corner quite well that time as well. Obviously not well enough. Come on. Oh dear. For goodness sake, so close. I've got one more lap to go. Pressure. Yellow flag there, I wonder what that was for. Still in 11th, no one's retired ahead of me. 18 seconds behind Tsunoda I am, that's ridiculous. Okay. Always trying to take me around the outside. Now, oh, he just tapped me. Now we're coming up to the Mansell Senna corner. God, the others are a distance behind now. This is the one where they always close up. He always closes up massively, and we've just hit. Let's do a little replay of that, shall we? Oh, bashed me there. Okay. Here we are. Oh, that's where he knocked me. Okay. Now, where am I again? Okay. Chicane for the last time. This is one. Magnussen's hit me about 3 times. Oh, he's miles back now. He's hit me about 3 times in this race. This time he hasn't managed to take me out. He did what he was supposed to, though. Gasly fired him off towards me, and he tried his best to take me out. Didn't work though. Nicely round that corner. And there we go, 11th place. I'm okay with that. That was a tight battle all the way through, but I think that's okay. Started 11th, finished 11th. Especially as before I did the practice laps. Before qualifying, I was qualifying 20th every time, and I thought, clearly I'm going to be nowhere in this race. So I did about 8 practice laps, and then qualified 11th and finished 11th. Not too bad. Won by Verstappen. What a surprise. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so, or leave a comment or a like, and I will see you on the next video, whatever it is about. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.